hopefully we'll get it done for them. Okay, this is one of the biggest groups we've had in a really long time, so that's exciting. What this is a representation of is a lot of work when it's dark outside and a lot of work when nobody's watching. All these student athletes have made huge sacrifices for their high school teams. Most of them have made huge sacrifices for their club teams or AAU teams or their travel teams. And some of them have stood alone on the driving range, hitting golf balls till it's dark. You can't see where it comes down. So there's been tons of work with this, and this is just a simple recognition of all their achievements. They get the glorious opportunity, and I say this a little bit of tongue-in-cheek, to go play college sports. They probably have no idea how hard that's going to be. Okay? That's just the way God made them. They have no idea, but it is the values, the characteristics, and certainly the aptitude and attitude and character that it takes to go excel at that level. They have displayed that at the high school level with immense ability. Every one of these student athletes have achieved at probably the highest level in the state of Texas. And it's just an opportunity for us to acknowledge that. It's an opportunity for us to come together and take pictures on these fabulous displays and share that attitude and that opportunity with them. There's a lot of hard work on the other side as well. So we want to wish them off, just like a graduation, on to the next level and wish them good luck with that. So we'll start off with Coach Vanderford down here. He'll introduce his athlete and say a few minutes, say a few kind words about Blake, and then we'll progress down the way.
No, Coach Bell speaking. All right, I'm Coach Vanderford. I'm the head boys golf coach here, and I'd like to introduce Blake Kelly. This is my third year in Argyle, and Blake was a freshman when I came in, or I first met him going into his sophomore year. He lettered as a sophomore on our team that finished state runner-up. Lettered again last year on a team that didn't get to compete beyond the district level because we got shut down. But he's going to be a key member on our team this year that we have high expectations for come May, the end of the year. Coach Rogers said it best, and for any of these guys, and Blake as well, to go to that level, you have to have a different level of commitment, and he does that. When I first met him, he'd spend hours and hours and hours at the range. He still does it. He's one of my players that I know I never have to worry about that he's working and trying to improve himself and get better. And I've got to watch him grow from a young athlete to where he is today, and I couldn't be any more proud for my first player here since I've been at Argyle to send off to the next level, and I really look forward to getting to see him play. Please congratulate Mr. Blake Kelly.
My name is Toby Jordan. I'm the head tennis coach here at Argyle High School. I just started midway through my 5th year here. Wade started for our program as a freshman. We've seen nothing but growth from our tennis program, from not even inching in the top 25 in the state 4 years ago to ending our fall team tennis season at number 7. Wade has been a huge part of that for us, playing line 1, line 2 for us, doubles and singles throughout the year. Spring, okay. So 4-year letterman for us, spring of his freshman year. We're super proud, and I'm super proud because this is also my first tennis player to sign to play at the next level. So congratulations to Wade.
Mark Koch, I'm the head girls soccer coach here at Argyle High School. Here to talk about Rebecca O'Neill. She's signed with Lawrence University here. Rebecca spent her first 2 years at that private school up the road. She got wise. She played club soccer with one of our girls who just graduated, and I remember this. She came to me and she goes, "Hey, I have one of my club teammates thinking about coming over here to Argyle." I said, "Okay, what's her name?" Told me her name. Go in there, type her up, Google, add soccer at the end. Find a little highlight video, and I'm watching it, and I remember literally praying to God, "Please let this girl go." Thank God for answered prayers. She did. Came in here first day on campus. She was a starter. She's the total package in soccer. Extremely fast, extremely skilled. She's a lefty, which is, you want a bunch of those on your soccer team. We got one. Definitely gonna miss that next year when she graduates. But besides the skill and the speed, the thing that stands out with her is just the effort which she plays. She plays like a middle linebacker. I have this vision in my head of Rebecca kind of strutting in the bathroom before a game. She kind of looks in there and she sees like this 6 foot, 225 pound middle linebacker type person. That's what she plays like that, like she's that build. Obviously she's not, but she plays with that type of effort. There's been about 8 or 10 times where during a game, just a huge collision, I'm like, oh, please get up, please get up, please get up, please get up. And most times she does, most times. So she's gonna look for great things for her in the future, and still got district in the playoffs. So can't wait to see what she does the rest of her senior year. Rebecca O'Neill. Lily Coleman, she signed today to play college softball, but she's also one of mine. So I was gonna say a quick word. Lily was a 4-year starter for us, ultimate team player. Freshman year had her defensive mid. Sophomore year moved her up to forward. Sophomore year she was offensive MVP of the district. Junior year last year moved her back to a defensive position, defensive player of the year in the district. This year moved her back up forward. And I talked with her about this, and she's like, Coach, wherever you need me. All right, wherever you need me. She's kind of like Rebecca as far as the skill, the speed, the athleticism. Actually had a college coach reach out to me, college soccer coach reach out to me to watch one of our tournaments we played in, and was interested in her, want to play college soccer. He wanted to know where she was playing college soccer. I said, well, unfortunately, she's a really good softball player as well, and I think that's her plans for college. But I'll let Coach Cook say some more about Lily here.
I'm Kevin Cook, head softball coach. When Lily came to camp, when she was a 7th and 8th grader, we knew, I said, oh man, we got something special. Well, it turned out that we had something very, very special. Lily has started 4 years for the varsity, had a couple of all districts in there, and she's one of the hardest working girls that I've ever been around. To give you an example of how we share her, Lily will go play a soccer match on Tuesday, then she'll come play a softball tournament on Thursday, go play another soccer match on Friday, and then finish the tournament up with us on Saturday. And she's done that multiple times. She is a true two-sport athlete. And on top of that, with exemplary academic grades, she is just going to be a blessing to the college that she goes to. So also, this is a historic moment for us as a softball program because we have 2 athletes signing on the same day. Never had 2 senior girls get to go play ball. Our second one is Blythe Wickstrom. Blythe has been in a program for 4 years. She started off doing record-setting jobs for our JV, still has the best record there, and almost turned out to where I could just say, hey, Coach Wickstrom, what do we need to do with our old JV girls? Because she knows that much about the game. Sophomore year, she learned how to be a little frustrated and how to have determination to come back. She had a little injury on her arm. The only thing they said, honey, you got to rest for 2 months. So that was during the season. So she was able to do that, come back at the end of the year and prepare and know how to come back from an injury. And then last year she was all set to help us pitch our way to a district championship, and then COVID happened, and so that's where we started at. But she has been a great help to the program, a great teammate for all the girls, and we couldn't be more happy to let her get to go to her school and grow in her faith and grow in her academics and get to play ball. So I'm very proud of both my seniors, Lily Coleman and Blythe Wickstrom.
Hi, I'm Jake Gregory. I'm the wide receiver coach here at Argyle. Coach Styron also is the wide receiver coach here. First, I'll introduce Cole Kirkpatrick. I remember the first time, and this is my 2nd year here in Argyle, first time I got to see Cole play was when he was a sophomore, and I was watching a playoff game. I took my son, who was a 7th grader here, took him up to C.H. Collins to watch the playoff game versus Salina. And the first half was pretty rough. It was the long rain delay and weather delay, and we had some work to do in the second half. And throughout that second half, they just kept hitting this little number 24, little sophomore receiver on all these quick outs. And then all of a sudden, the comeback is on, and into the game, time running out basically. You see the out and up happening. He's running the wheel, and kid from Salina is in position to make the play, and all of a sudden Cole does what he's done for the last 3 years. He rises above the kid and makes a spectacular catch and helps seal the deal and win the game and continue that playoff run. So that was my first experience getting to see Cole, and then over the last 2 years, obviously, we've seen him do so many tremendous things. He absolutely owns the record book. He has 11 different spots or 12 different spots that he's got top records in. The number one, 290 yards in a playoff game versus Stephenville. He had 5 touchdowns in that game as well. He's also the leading receiver in career yards, over 3,200 yards, and 29 touchdowns he had 29 touchdowns in 2019, 17 this year. So he's got 50 to lead the school. So he's done so many tremendous things here, and I'm excited to see what he's going to do at Texas Tech as a Red Raider. So I'm proud of him. I also have the luxury of introducing Cash Walker. Cash has been with us just for a year now, and he immediately immersed himself into our culture, became a part of all these guys that are standing here, and just fit in immediately. He learned what we were doing offensively, and really complemented the things that we were trying to do as an offense. Extremely explosive and talented. We were really fortunate to have him here this year. Surprisingly, Cole doesn't own every single record in the record book. Cash does lead us in yards per catch, so he's the number one, and Cole's not even on that list. So, I'm really excited for him and his future at the University of Houston.
I'm Blake Dunham, defensive line. Defensive line and special teams coach here at Argyle. I have the privilege of talking about 2 kids today. First one is Chase Bonnell. If you came out to a game on Friday, or you listened to the live broadcast, or watch it at home on TV, chances are you heard this guy's name get called, because he made a ton of plays for us this year and was a huge part of our state championship run. It's pretty rare when you have a kid who starts for you as a defensive lineman and is also running downfield and making plays for you on kickoff and being a part of several other special teams units. And that's just the way this kid played, and he's a wild man. He played with his hair on fire, and he's just a lot of fun to be around. We had a lot of good laughs, and I'm really going to miss him, and I wish him the best of luck at Arkansas Tech. I know he's going to be a big part of their football team there as well. It's Chase Bonnell. Next, Reese Mccue. Reese, another great kid, another guy who played a big-time role for us this year in our run, being able to go win a state championship and go 16-0. Unfortunately, Reese, as a junior, suffered a season-ending injury, and that's one thing that I'm really proud of Reese is that, when things like that happen, it's really easy to get down and not be able to come back. But he put his head down, he worked his tail off, worked all off-season, said, Coach, I'm good, I'm working for this, and he had a goal in mind. One was coming back to be a part of the state championship team, and 2 was, the dream of getting to go play in college, and he earned that. He's going to play up in Oklahoma at Oklahoma Baptist, so we're really proud of him and appreciate the time and commitment and his sacrifice to this school and to our football team. Reese Mccue.
Not the head coach gets to do the quarterback, all right? Coach Bachtel is going to try to make it to tonight, but I'm going to stand in for him right now. The number one question I got the whole year is, man, your son can really play. And I said, I just wish my gene pool was that good. But the thing about it is, CJ is an unbelievable leader. We're in the middle of a global pandemic, if you didn't notice. And all these kids had to go to work on their own. We set up some mechanisms in place for them to shoot some video and then share it with us on SportsU. And I'm going to say, without a doubt, this young man Okay, I almost called him a kid. This young man led from the front. He did the videos. He got in all the weight workouts. He got all his receivers to go, throw with him in the park, or our facilities were closed. And he took it upon himself to enhance his abilities and to enhance his team's abilities to win a state championship. And that is awesome. Now, I had a bunch of other kids do the same thing, but when you're the starting quarterback, and back in the old day, you used to define a quarterback as if you're a good kid and a great kid and you can step in the huddle and make the other 10 kids better, you're the starting quarterback. And that's what this kid did. Now, we never huddled, okay? And I don't know if you even know what a huddle is, but this kid was opportunistic and took advantage of it. Now, without a doubt, I'm going to say something right here. The pandemic and giving other kids opportunities to stay another year in school has negatively impacted the opportunities these kids have had. So I'm gonna suggest to you is go make your situation great. Wherever you go, whatever you're gonna do, make it the best you possibly can, because it's an opportunity that you've been afforded. And CJ's getting a really good opportunity at Baylor. And I think some of the things that I've seen is he's going to have an opportunity to go be great and beat other players that have maybe 5 stars, maybe 4 stars, whatever these media people have decided around there. I've seen him. I know how he works. I know the 7-day-a-week work ethic that he has. And so I'm glad he was on our team, because I don't want to play against him. 350-something yards in the biggest game in front of the most people on TV. When the light had to shine, he shined the brightest, and that's C.J. Rogers. So let's give him a round of applause. Now, we've got to get a little bit regimented here. So what I want to do, I have all these letters back here. You're going to come back around and sit down in a spot. I'm going to give you a piece of paper with your name on it. You don't have to do anything. Don't doodle on it, all right? You're going to hold a pen. Everything is going to be staged. Hopefully all your paperwork's already been sent in. We're going to let everybody take a picture of it. So it's drill and practice. So let's get back here. Okay, so Chase. Here's Chase. Cole. Reese. Blythe. Lily. Blythe. Wait. Everybody? Need another chair. Need another chair. Up, up. Another chair. Slide down a little bit. Okay, put your pen right there. You're going to look down. Oh, my land. Anyone? Oh, here, I got it. Coach always has a pen. I already loaned mine out. Okay, eyes down, looking at your paper. Don't write anything. Okay. Now, everybody looking up at the camera. We're going to take one without mask, so just bear with me. Okay, take your mask off. Hold your pen in your dominant hand. Look up at the camera, please. There's all those orthodontic smiles. That is looking good. Excellent. Okay, still look. Don't lose your focus. There it is. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to reduce the environment, and then we're going to invite all